we all right. So
We're gonna die.
last time
Hopefully.
on Hemlock, Dungeon World Hemlock, you had
Dungeon
gone
World
to
Z.
you went Nostrea got her amulet from her master, which was a big deal for her. It was like a rite of passage.
It was her
Then,
unlocking her final persona.
Then y'all went to check up on those horn curse people.
Huh?
They went back to a village. They turned into these weird horn fuckers a night every week. And talking to them, their problem seems to perhaps maybe a solution to their problem lies in finding out where their parents went when they took all their effects and went into the mist. So you attempted to go find them, to go find that place in the mist, and you ran into a hate elemental. Thistlewick almost died.
This'll almost died.
No,
Miles
Aegis
away,
almost
having a
died.
heart attack.
Thistlewick too. Aegis almost died. So yeah, double.
He
back
choked
to
on
the
his
village.
dinner. He was having a bit of gristle from mistake, just got caught in his pipe.
So you doubled back to the village and decided to regroup, gather your bearings, and try again after some rest and healing. Let's see. Reyna had made dinner for the people staying behind at the village, which was most of you, because you only took Coram. And the dinner is still warm. Which Lotus told Aegis as he was heading you back to the village. So, Aegis, you've received enough medical care to be somewhat comfortable walking, or at least sitting down. Definitely sitting down. So yeah, Reyna is currently in is like they set us. There is one of the empty houses. They village people let her Nostrea Lotus let her and Nostrea stick around, and while Lotus paroled the village perimeter, and that's where you'll find some snacks.
Yeah,
Some hearty meals.
let's break the news to everyone that we got back
Yeah, head
earlier
over
than
there.
expected.
We're back and we're fucked.
We're
So,
back.
yeah.
The dinosaur story.
When you head into that house that we were pointed towards, you see just some of the villagers are eating are eating from some plates. There's just sort of in the middle of like the table. There's just sort of I guess we'll say curry. There's just some nice curry.
Nice.
That everyone people can just gather from to put on their own plates in the middle of the table. And so yeah, you enter, and one of them sees you and says, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah.
Sooner than we'd like to be.
Oh, it didn't go well.
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, I don't blame. That's Miss is a rough place. Wouldn't blame you if you wanted to back out.
Not happening.
At
We
the
just
very
better not to push our luck while we had the option.
At the very least, your cook is something else, though. Mm.
That she is.
Yeah, that she is.
Yeah.
Here, so we're just taking us. Let's get you some food. It'll help.
Yeah, you're probably just fucking shouldering Aegis to a fucking somewhere to sit down at this point.
Yeah.
Fucking 2 debilities and fucked up. And I'm gonna close my door real quick.
Yeah, and yeah,
Continue on.
Reyna is in the kitchen, so not present at the
Okey-dokey.
dinner table.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just gonna get Aegis sat down. Do we see, like, I guess it would just also be Nostria is the last one other than Reyna.
Well, Nostria applied some quick healing magic to
Yeah,
Aegis.
she's already
we already,
seen.
we
She's
already.
already seen Aegis
Yeah.
in the fucking state he's in.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, Azora, does sit down to a meal, but, seems like pretty is slow to eat, especially for, like Reyna's curry, like, probably her favorite dish. She's like, seems more reluctant to eat than normal. Or just more, slow and pensive. That waiting for,
Aegis, like, watching that, just saying, you're not going to feel guilty, are you?
We'll talk later. You eat your meal now.
Hmm.
We got some stuff to think about.
Axe, how are you?
Axis,
Oh, in character. Very good, sweet.
Very good.
very good.
He's already on his
Axe,
second dish.
he's eating. He's just trying to focus on eating.
Yeah. Korum's probably doing the same. He's just kind of, quietly eating.
Axe is loudly eating and sitting next to
Oh.
Corum.
Yeah, how is Corm holding up? How's he looking?
Next.
He's got, he's got, his eyes closed while he's eating. He seems, he's holding it together pretty well.
I'll give it. We're probably not going to go back in there for a few days, and I know it's not really worth talking about, but what happened today, don't let that sit on you the next time we go in there. It'll only hold us back. You can save whatever feelings you have about it for after we've done our job in there. That is unless any of you don't want to go back in and want to back away from this.
Corum just puts his fork down and just says, "I'll head back in with you."
Aegis nods. Good man.
One of the villagers looks up and says, "Yeah, you look like you were. How badly did you get it?"
Worst I've had, I suppose.
How many days rest you figure you're gonna take?
Let me
It's-
pop a calculator.
I did say I didn't want to impose, so as soon as I'm feeling fit to go back in there, I'm going back in there.
What are your debilities?
I have 2 of them, so mechanically 6 days, but
What are they, though? Like,
Well, actually, with Nostria around, it's 4 days. It would be 4 days mechanically.
oh, okay. Why am I having so much trouble finding my bloody sheet? Aegis, Avalia. I have shaky and scarred, and I think if I just wait off shaky, like, how much charisma am I going to be doing in there?
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
Aegis can be scarred going in there. Be a nice, good guilt reminder. Aegis Aegis thinks about it and says, "Give me a couple of days.
Right.
Just days to find my bearing. Another day to get back on my feet. We're still doing drills tomorrow." And Aegis kind of like eyes at the other no ones around
Yeah.
the table.
Nostria's asleep. Corum's the only NPC at the table. He's in the
If we
kitchen.
were still in the mist, we would have got out of it. But
So,
bad luck.
Corum, you gonna eat that? Pointing at the food on his plate.
I was planning on finishing my plate. Yes.
Okay.
After a while, Azora's in, pretty deep in thought. And, then after a while, she sort of exhales and then, just says, "I have 2 concerns going back in there. But first, I should probably explain what happened on my end. So whatever that thing was in there, I assume it took a different form for each of us based on your reactions."
Took the form of my old master.
Nice. Makes sense, I suppose. For me, it took the form of a mercenary I encountered once in my home country. He's the one who did this to me. But so, and at this point, Azora sort of like takes her shield and like shows the tip of it. I never learned his name, but I've heard him referred to as the man with death's hand. His right hand has some sort of curse on it, and it one of the scariest weapons I've ever seen. It just everything it touches crumbles to dust, essentially, or warps or decays or rots or what have you, and no weapon, no shield, no armor can hold up to it. That I've heard of. And, Azor sort of displaying the corroded and, destroyed tip of her shield. I did test it, and I know that could have been the real mercenary, but the hand still worked, and
Remember what the old man told us. Everything in there is real, or as real as it needs to be.
right. Which brings me to concern number one. I'm worried I might be a liability to the rest of the group going in there. Something like that, and frankly, that's not the worst thing I've seen in my days or the worst thing on my mind. And if, you know, you bring things with you into there, your guilt or your past, I'm worried that I'm not the best at letting go, and I'm worried. Concern number one, I'm worried I could be a bigger danger to the rest of you than a help if I'm bringing stuff like that in there that I can't get out of my head.
Aegis nods. When we head back in, do you want to remain in the village? You're our most capable fighter, but that place is your worst enemy.
We have 2 days to consider it, but it's something I think to be considered.
I don't have as much weighing on my mind as either you or Axe. I can probably work something out. Corum, what did you see in there? If you don't mind my asking.
Saw this spider creature.
That makes sense. Aegis is thinking, what about the motor? What about the bike? If I just have to find the people that we're in there for, and we have directions, I could just hop on that thing and try and shoot to them, just in and out as quick as I can.
Might be difficult, and if there's some. My greater concern there is we don't know what we're going to find exactly. It could just be some bodies, but it's a strange place and strange circumstances, especially if we found someone alive or if we might want to be able to take something or someone back with us, and the bike can make that harder.
What if I hitch it up to the wagon, pull the thing behind me?
On the bike?
Bike has enough power to pull that, right?
We could try. I'd worry about the
stability.
structural integrity.
Yeah. Because if we're all going back in there, then yeah, I need you and Axe to try and keep as clear a mind as you can. Difficult as it is in there, that's a place where you need to clear everything out of your heads.
We'll try. And, in any case, Azor actually stands up and walks over to Corm and just, says, I did want to thank you personally for everything you did. I You very likely saved my life. That was a fight I'm still doubtful I could have won, and you rescued it. And then again, you saved all of our lives by getting us out of there. We very likely never would have made it out of that mist had you not come with us.
You went above
It's
and beyond in there, Coram.
it's a hell of a place to get lost in. That's why. That's why it was the number one. That's just the number one thing on my mind was getting out.
It was the right thing to have on your mind.
Yeah, and we're headed back in, so you're gonna need someone whose mind is centered on that again.
Yeah. We'll focus on the way forward. You keep in mind the way back.
Yeah. And he looks at you, Azora, and just he looks at Azora and says, "And yeah, if you're referring to firing the arrows at those tendrils, wouldn't have worked if you hadn't. It wouldn't have done anything if you hadn't been able to shake whatever it was that was keeping you that was drawing you to it. So it's not like it was just me."
Still, I wouldn't have been able to survive that alone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that goes both ways.
Yeah, and Azora is going to, actually, she's gonna ask, is Lotus here or anything like that?
Lotus is patrolling the perimeter of the
Oh.
village.
I'm gonna, in that case, I'm just gonna go say hey to Reyna, check
Yeah,
in.
the kitchen.
Yeah, knock on the kitchen door.
Come on in.
We're back.
A dinosaur story.
Already?
Unfortunately,
Oh.
everyone's alive, but Aegis got messed up.
Yeah.
Aegis got
Everyone's
got.
Oh,
Aegis is dead.
that's unfortunate.
Thanks to Korm, we were able to find our way back out. But if it hadn't been for him, things would have gone worse. Sorry, not to,
Well, you're planning on trying again?
Probably.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
She starts chopping something up while she thinks. This is well. The villagers were. I know, Boss Man said he didn't want to impose, but the villagers were pretty insistent on at least using this house as a base, as a temporary place to work and stay.
This house was empty then, I guess.
Yep.
And sort of looking grimly. I wonder whose it was.
One of the ones lost in the scuffle when they escaped that night.
And Azora sort of like subtly breathes a bit of a sigh of relief hearing that.
But anyway, that's the point. You're gonna head back in. When would that be?
We need. Aegis thinks it'll take a couple days to get back on his feet, but in a couple days he should be ready. So we have until then to figure out what we're doing exactly. The new plan.
Well, you only have so many tries. Keep in mind, on night 4, it happens again.
Yeah.
That can't be good.
We'll just beat him up.
Appreciated dinner. It was good to
Dinner.
get back to, a good meal.
Yeah. Happy accident, I guess, that you happened by my you happened by my warm. You happened by while it was warm.
Yeah.
Not a happy landing.
And besides, after being in there, it's good to see you.
Oh, Well, it's good to see you alive and well as well.
And Azorus just sort of gives a like half grin, half grimace, and goes back out to sort of eyes Aegis, but then is going to try and figure just go to wherever we're sleeping as a group. Which where are they putting us up? I assume we're in this house, but
Yeah, in this house here, so the wagon's hitched right next to it.
oh, so we're like camping again.
There are rooms in the house. Some of them there are a few beds.
I feel like Aegis is probably the type to camp, or are you taking bed rest, do you think, because you're...
I think Aegis is just remaining on the cart. He's like,
Yeah.
weirdly, because I know it makes more sense, like, if they're offering us, like, a house or a thing in his state, but I think Aegis is, like, stubborn enough in this case that he said he didn't want to impose, that he is just going to use, like, the cart as a place to sleep.
Okay, good guess then.
He's
so
not
yeah,
going to hold anyone back from, like, accepting their generosity, though. That's, like, purely a him thing.
Azora is, after, sort of like makes eye contact with Aegis, goes through. She's gonna go and actually wait by the cart, figuring that he's, gonna go back out there at some point to have a private discussion with him.
So yeah, after Aegis is finished eating, he's kind of like just hobbles his way back to the cart.
Yeah, Azora's sort of sitting there leaning against the wall, arms crossed, in thought, and just sort of nods as he approaches. And, looks around to make sure there's not anyone else in the group, nearby, or like they're not in front of a window or something.
You're not.
Okay, yeah. And, Azora, just sleeping out here.
Yep.
Figured.
So
you didn't seem like the bed type.
I'm not going back on my word as best I can. Figured we already are imposing, in a way.
Yeah. I guess no one was... Raina tells me no one was living here. But it wasn't... Honestly, I was worried it was the man I killed, but apparently not. It was someone who was lost in the scuffle before that.
I don't think they'd hold it too deeply against us if they're letting us stay here.
Still, ways easier on not, In any case, speaking of, earlier I said I had two concerns. Want to talk about the second one.
Is it Axe?
No, not Axe. It's me. Earlier, so that whatever it was in the mist, the version I saw, I talked about, its hand and how dangerous it is. When I talked to Corum, that I probably wouldn't have survived that fight on my own. I wasn't exaggerating. There's... You've seen me fight. You know how I fight. There's not much I can do against something like that. And there is a good chance I might have died in that fight, but that's never stopped me before. And during that fight, you were hurt, and I still should have, or I normally would have gone in and tried to give you space to get out of there, to, get in myself to stop it from attacking you. But earlier I hesitated in a way I haven't in years, because I was, I guess, afraid. And I mean, it wasn't so much about myself, but...
You're saying that, but what you're telling me is you have a sense of self-preservation.
I suppose, but I still acted... I guess, unpredictably for myself. I didn't make a call I would usually make, and it, like it or not, say, even if you think it was the right call, it still almost got you killed, and it
Listen,
wasn't
listen.
considered.
No, we aren't completely logical, rational people, Azora. You're in my company, and I know what you can do and what you can take, but I've never been under an illusion that you're invincible or even begin to think you are. So what you're telling me is you didn't want to die, and honestly, I'm glad to hear it.
Maybe. At the end of the day, I made a call that valued my life above yours, and that's not something I would normally do. And accept it or not, why I did that worries me.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's a strange place, the Mist, but we've all fought enough battles to know that the only way we can keep doing our job is to keep ourselves alive first. My job in the back line is to watch over everyone I can and make sure that you can do your jobs as effectively as possible. So, I wouldn't worry about it. What happened in there was unusual. And besides anything else, what's so bad about feeling like you've got something to live for?
Yeah, and Azor just silently, thinks on that for a bit and just.
I don't think we're going to see totally eye to eye on that. We've got really different ideas about what we're doing and what we're fighting for and what all of this means to us, but at the end of the day, we're doing this to help as many people as possible, and that's all that really matters to me right now. So, if 2 days from now, if you want to go back into the Mist, I'll take you along with me, but while we're in there, you got to promise as best you can to just push all of that away. Push whatever guilt you feel over what happened away, because I don't begrudge you for it.
Of course. Still, though, like you said, going into the Mist, it's best not to take, guilt or anxieties, or surely it's also best not to bring your fears, and normally that's not something I've had much issue with in the past. But last time we went to the Mist, I had fear I'm not familiar with and can't explain, and it worries me what could come of that in a place like the Mist.
I don't know.
I'm not,
I could only offer you a platitude. I can only tell you to not be afraid.
I don't even know why. I don't know what's different now. Still, in any case, I'll let you get your rest. You definitely need it.
Yeah. He gets clambering in. He does that thing where he goes behind whatever curtain is up on the thing.
Yeah.
But then he pops his head back out and says, "We're still doing drills," and then just pops his head back in.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, Azor's gonna go upstairs to the bedroom, whatever. Just probably just check in on just I assume sharing a room with Nothrea, Reina, whatever.
It's a 3-bedroom house.
Oh, 3-bedroom.
So, Reina did obviously claim a bedroom.
I see.
Nostria's sleeping in a different one. And Lotus meditates on the roof, apparently.
Nice.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So does that mean Axe and Quorum are sharing a room?
I guess, unless Axe wants to sleep somewhere else.
I think Axe is still eating.
Yeah, no, Axe is still eating. He He's an
Max is
eating
just
boy.
going to be passed out on the kitchen table.
Actually, you say that.
The dinner table.
Axe is passed out on the table because he's tired and he ate a lot. Well,
That's how Axe gets over his fear.
Alright. Yeah, that's how he copes.
yeah, no, he got scared and just he need to eat.
There's a hole inside him that he has to fill up with food.
So sad.
It's really sad.
It's terribly
So,
sad.
but so yeah, Azora will go to sleep in Nostria's room. Just make sure she's sleeping soundly, safe on that, and probably just like if there's a chair or something, probably just take her helmet off and whatnot, some of her armor, and just like pass out in that chair,
Nice.
watching over Nostria.
All right. So yeah, you all sleep through the night. When the morning comes, Aegis,
Hmm?
you wake up. When you wake up, actually, depending on how early. I mean, you're probably sleeping in a bit,
Oh, good
right? Like
noise.
you are.
Did you hear the birds chirping?
I did hear the birds
Yeah.
chirping.
That was good.
It's morning.
You're probably sleeping in like you're not like up at 6 or anything, right? Or 9.
I don't know. You know what? There's a perfect dice we can roll to determine when Aegis wakes up.
Nice.
12. No, he
Crack
doesn't
at
wake
noon.
up at 12.
So when you wake up at noon,
No, he doesn't actually wake up at noon. He wakes up at, I don't know, like 7:30 or something.
7:30. Dang.
It's a
Still
shame
late.
that wasn't the dick size roll.
Can it be, though?
So when you wake up, Nostria is actually there. She's sort of she looks droopy-eyed, but she's like sort of huddled up, like curled herself up in like a sort of to give you enough space, but she's like sitting by you and just kind of with her hand reading like one of her books.
Yeah, Aegis just like kind of like sits up there and goes, "You okay?"
Oh, you're up already?
Yeah. We still got drills this morning. I intended to carry that out.
Well, I needed to. I really need to, if you want to get back up to health soon, you really need someone, looking over you. So when I woke up early, I just kind of couldn't shake the feeling that I really needed to, be here too. Been going over my healing magic. How's your legs?
Aegis looks down. Still there.
Yeah. Do you mind if am I allowed? Do you mind if I, just you test them? Just, hold them.
Aegis kind of shrugs and says, "If you think it's for the best."
Yeah. And yeah, she basically lifts up, a leg, and just sees, tries to, motions for you to just go into a bit, right? Your legs are, you're sitting with your legs hanging over
Yeah.
the wagon, and she basically just, does the tapping to test the reflexes.
The reflex test.
Yeah. Which and notices that, yeah, like you do still have, obviously shaky, so you are, your bones are a bit sprained, we'll say, and there's sore muscle in there. So she remarks, "Oh, wow, yeah, you still really need some time to heal this off. You're in no condition to be running around or anything."
I'll take it easy.
Hmm?
Yeah. So, if you really want people to do those drills, I mean, you should at least not do them. Or not the physical ones, anyway.
Aegis has kind of like a stern expression on his face, like he doesn't want to back down. He doesn't really want to back down on it. He's trying to weigh up, like, does this make me look weak? He's got that kind of thought going through his head.
I think it's, yeah.
Well, yeah, but this is Aegis we're
Giving
talking
the
about.
orders. It projects authority.
What, to make them do drills while I sit around injured?
Yeah. Well, you
Not...
they're watching them condescendingly. It projects authority,
Yeah, and that's the vibe Aegis has wanted, to be
It
condescending.
communicates you're above them.
I think
You don't see the drill instructor getting in and doing push-ups.
that's the point, yeah. Yeah, okay. Aegis weighs it up for a bit. Alright. Take it easy today.
Is Aegis just gonna chill today? Have a cup of coffee?
Okay. Would it bother you if I just stuck around you for the next day or so?
Aegis looks and says, I appreciate it, but I'm not gonna keel over.
Yeah, but, this is kind of a heavy injury, and maybe, I don't want to see you going out of your way and making it take longer than needs to, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Aegis kind of like reaches like behind him on the car and like picks up that book that Azora bought him and starts reading. He's reading through that. I can't train one way today.
Well, you can see if I can do something. Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, she starts reading through. Oh, ooh, this might help. And she sort of just has her hand on your shoulder while she mutters a few things, and you sort of just feel a sort of just soothing energy pass through you. Sort of just relaxing your muscles and easing your bone pain.
I appreciate.
She
Yeah, it's kind of like
makes it.
feeling a bit more laid back. Aegis just says, "Okay, besides anything else, I appreciate that you're worried about me, but for the next day or two, could you keep an eye on Azora as well?"
What happened to her?
She didn't get as badly injured, but something in what she saw in the mist scared her. She hasn't been scared in a while, and that's rattled her.
Oh. I'm not sure what I can do.
You don't have to do anything specific, but she cares about you quite a lot.
Oh. Yeah, I guess she does.
I'm not asking you to be a therapist or to go out of your way or anything like that. I'm not expecting that much of you. I know magic is your thing, not trying to fix people. So I'm not asking that of you. Just,
I mean, technically, fixing people is kind of.
Yeah, well, she got the distinction. I hope.
Yeah.
She's in tune enough. I just worry that she's gonna feel an obligation to go back into the mist, even if it winds up being more dangerous.
Okay, I'll see. I'll do my best, but well, okay, yeah. With what I,
I'm
with
sorry.
what
That was a stupid request. That's too. She can figure that one out for herself.
Well, with what I just cast on you, you should be able to walk around without much pain.
Thank you.
So if you get tired of getting cooped up in here, it won't you won't it won't do you harm if you just decide to take a walk.
I think that's for the best. Stretch my legs. Yeah, and Aegis just kind of like
Aegis takes one.
Aegis
Aegis
just kinda
takes
like-
one step.
pushes himself off the cart and basically, walks a circle around, like, slowly, I'm sure, but around the perimeter of the village, the fence, the inside of the fence.
Kind of like what Lotus does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just making sure his legs are stretched. Aegis is kind of like he's basically inside feels like I should be doing more than this. It's kind of that feeling of like hates being cooped up, hates being injured, always wants to be active.
Yeah. So, Axe,
Yeah.
you're you're basically just kind of you're woken up by someone just sort of shaking you, sort of
who
lightly.
whom shakes the axe?
Yeah, it's I do admire your ability to sleep in a position like that, but it's frankly you shouldn't be getting drool over the place where we're gonna be eating.
Oh,
And Reyna is the one who's sort of just smacked your face to get you up.
oh, sorry. So that's why Axe's spine feels funny.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, don't get me wrong. It's flattering, absolutely flattering. But don't let good food don't let good food get you complacent now.
Well, Axe is gonna rise up and he just hear a
Rise up.
crack. Crack or two.
Rise up.
Just rise up.
What time is it?
It's around 9 a.m. I think.
Goodness heaven.
Hmm?
Axe needs to do his morning training. And he starts doing squats right there and there.
Wow, this has never come up before.
How do you think
No,
he
I-
got so
it's-
swole?
Yeah.
No,
I
Axe
thought it was the
decided.
experiments.
Axe decided, since Azor wants him to train and shit, he just took it too literally. And he's gotta start training now every morning.
Every morning.
Oh, do you have raw eggs? 12 of them.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Raw eggs.
He's doing
Don't
the
tell
Rocky
me.
thing now.
Where did you hear about the raw egg thing?
Aegis. No, not Aegis. Vigor. Yes, Axe stole pamphlet from his gym.
Axe here shall have good nutrients.
Yes.
Good for
did
bone.
Vigor's gym have a pamphlet on fucking getting swole?
Well, wouldn't it?
It's what Vigor does now every morning. He gets up, he drinks 12 raw eggs, then goes for a jog, and then lifts for 5 hours. Bench pressing the orphans he takes in.
Wow, his life is so mundane now.
That's the way he likes it. Peace is its own reward.
Does he have a punching bag shaped like O'Malley?
He just prefers to forget O'Malley existed. There are no rats in the city whatsoever anymore.
You can't get away with this.
Are both Vigor and Ariana just racist against all rats now? Has O'Malley turned them racist?
We instituted some severe pest control. There are cats all over the city to keep rats out. There's magic spells.
No,
to
that's
ward
good.
off
And
rats.
O'Malley fucking took them in Custer. Custer, he's even more rat-filled now.
Alright, so Reyna just says, hey, you know what? Give me a minute.
Good. Axe starts doing push-ups.
Oh, no.
And then she comes back in and just says, could not find
No
could-
protein powder.
Yeah, could not find anything for not find you raw eggs. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
mostly
that's
just
a
have fatty-
shame.
They mostly have fatty meats around here.
Axe do like fatty meat, but Azora wants Axe to train.
Fatty Meat would be a good rapper name.
Also, fatty meats are okay for training. Like, fat isn't bad for you if you're exercising.
It's true. Axe is kind of hungry. What's for breakfast? Also, can you throw Axe towel? Axe is sweating.
It's sweating already.
It's hot in here.
If I had a dime every time I heard someone say that. And she walks into the kitchen.
Huh. Oh, kitchen must be hot all the time, of course. Axe is gonna go outside.
Oh no. You just see Aegis, like, slowly walking around the perimeter.
Aegis, you up and going again?
Yes. He's going at a speed of, like, 0.2 miles per hour. He's old
That's good
manning
to-
it.
That's good to hear, Aegis. Axe starts training. Also, it's hot in the Reina says it's hot in the kitchen. Apparently, she wishes he got $1 every time she got that.
What?
A coin, I guess. Not
A
dime.
coin.
She would have said a coin. Yeah, I said dime for some reason. Lingo.
I still, God damn it, that reminds me of fucking Wilhelm. How he always called money buck.
Well, yeah, you came with a pretty good reason for why.
Yeah, no, I love it.
bucks. It was dumb, but it was good.
No,
It was,
really,
yeah.
Now
was
he's
really
just gonna
good.
call coins dollars.
Anyway,
Even though I'm pretty sure this currency has no, like, it doesn't fucking have a decimal.
yeah.
There's no, like, are there silvers?
So,
It's just never
Aegis.
dealt with.
What's the plan?
When I'm feeling good to go, we're going back in there.
Oh, spooky, but how long will that take?
2 days mechanically. Aegis doesn't say.
Ah,
I don't know.
how long narratively?
I think still 2 days, actually.
Oh yeah, Axe's stomach starts to growl.
So, Aegis,
Oh, no.
Axe, you're approached by a young woman.
Oh,
And she looks at Aegis.
Max
and says,
feels bad that his narrative event has been interrupted.
Hello. I see you're back. I heard that you had a rough time in the mist.
Yeah.
yes. Hello.
Right. You don't know if you talked to my grandfather before heading in?
Yeah. I
He
wanted to
gave
speak.
you-
I wanted to speak with him again.
Again. How is his shield?
It saved it. Well, it saved my life. Things good.
Oh. And it's still intact, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he gets kind of like. Don't think Aegis has it on him. It's probably like hung by the
Yeah.
side of the cart.
No.
Aegis points to it. That thing took a full-on blast from one of the deadliest weapons I've ever seen, and it's still completely intact.
Wow. Yeah, well, guess what Yeah. What a work of art that thing is. I'll have to. All right, I'll tell him to expect you.
Thanks.
And yeah, she just bows her head and heads off.
You know,
so
Axe,
Zora-
I'm not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
what. Sorry, it's just. You know, Axe, I'm not sure what I'm going to talk to him about. I don't know if any amount of advice can really save you in that place.
Maybe talk about the weather.
It's misty in there. That's pretty much as far as it goes. I'd hate to see it if it actually rained in there. And yeah, he just keeps walking.
Axe time to give you some advice. Axe is
Axe just
hungry.
spitballing.
Axe go with
Yeah.
flow.
Axe is hungry. Time to eat. Yeah, he's gonna go and eat breakfast.
Nice. Pancakes.
Many of them.
Yes. So Azora, how are you waking
Yes.
up?
So Azora up, reasonably early. Probably I figure probably at later than Nastra. She looks around for Nastra, but just sees, she's helping Aegis, and then, like, glad to see that. She's gonna spend, a big chunk of her morning essentially repairing her shield, just getting some like scrap metal or something if she can. They clear
Yeah.
some scrap metal here if that's what the fence is built out of.
Yeah.
Like essentially hammering and nailing, like a new metal point to the bottom of, just sort of capping the bottom of the shield to fix it. And I imagine, well, I guess technically that mechanically only takes about an hour, but
Yeah.
spends that in the morning. After that, she's gonna go try and get some. She's gonna go pick up some money from the cart because she does not have much on her person.
Mm.
How much money's in the cart? I guess
You can check.
access to this, yeah. Aegis is not the sole cart master.
Aegis
Oh
has
god,
never
94
claimed
points.
to be the soul cart master. He's just the soul funk brother, funk soul brother. Fuck.
For
Soul
now,
brother.
I'm going to take 80 coin so that I have 100 coin. I don't plan on spending this all, but just to be safe.
Besides, based on that sheet we were given, we can't say the cart master. We must say the cart primary.
Oh, true.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Um.
Aegis will also be saying y'all, and instead of man hours, person hours.
Hey, yes, how many person hours will this take?
In future, jobs in the mist will go on the deny list. Instead of calling Axe a dummy, we'll call him a sample. Which is accurate either way.
Oh, right. So I'm gonna go see if they have like some sort of general store or something like that, or potentially, better yet, medical supply store or whatever. Gonna be looking for. Want to buy some bandages, some poultices and herbs, and if they have healing potions.
Roll charisma.
Healing potions are expensive. Oh no.
Yeah, they haven't they haven't had to operate a store in ages.
They just don't have anything?
Not much in the way for trading right now.
Oh, that's bad. Not even surely they must have bandages though.
But yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, they say they can probably scrounge around for some spare bandages.
I'm gonna metagame for a second and say you could take the explosive bike to Custer, though that's a bit of a fucking run.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I'm not sure we have passes on that place.
We're good if we did it. Right?
Now you have Custer gate passes.
Oh, we do. Nice.
All this traveling.
Yeah, we've been on the road. We've hit up a bunch of places. Even though, several times we haven't gone to the Rotten Step yet.
And yes,
actually,
when we're
no,
taking
you went there at party too.
Oh yeah, that was where we got the book. That was where we got the book.
Yeah. Actually, you got the book in the Acid Moors, but the Barton Step is where the vampires were hanging out. Anyway, Zora, for bandages, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to spend 8 coin.
Okay, sure. Well, that ended up being quite a bit of money that I didn't need to take, but Bandages.
Neo, can we fast travel? We've been there already.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Azora puts that 80 coin back on the cart then.
Nice.
There's nothing else she can think of that would be, needed there. 12 and 94 coin. So yeah, having some bandages should be good. Then I heard there was something about drills being run.
Oh, not
You heard.
anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no.
In that case,
Well, Aegis isn't going to stop you if you want to run them, but yeah, Aegis is in a shit state. He's got a medical note exempting him from the teacher.
yeah.
Is
I don't think there's
Aegis
much
walking
point
around
in
with
running
a
drills
cane,
today.
by the way?
What?
Is Aegis walking around with a cane?
No, he's just very slow.
Shame, because I was imagining him like going old Cass. Nuclear.
I think he's going to have to lose a few people. I think, you know what, saying this for any complaints you can make about Aegis's leadership, he hasn't lost anyone under his command yet.
That's true.
Yeah, that's very true.
Not even a horse.
It's going to be really disappointing when that streak is broken that is, like, perfect, like, no one's KD ratio is just fucking taken from him.
That, vehicle we got, it's just gonna fucking explode with that fuel cell we got.
Oh god, yeah. Total party wipe.
How long
Aegis
until we
just tries
get
to
our
do a, like,
fucking-
jackrabbit start on the crawling house and just fucking blows it up.
So when are we getting our fucking walking house?
It's not just walking, it's crawling. And
Does it mean it can
it's-
crawl up surfaces too?
Yeah.
Can it attach like a spider?
We're not sure.
I mean, I don't think it can go vertical, but it can navigate mountains and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Oh god, that's
We've got
fucking
like a
cat
spider
kid.
tank kind of situation, but it might not be perfectly spidery.
I thought it had treads, but it also had legs if needed. But treads were like its main. Was what I
Let's say.
understood.
Let's say.
Okay.
Home.
In any case, so yeah, don't have much else to do. Gonna go talk to Nostria about how Aegis is doing.
Yeah, when you approach, he sees. Oh, hi. How are you?
Aegis is dead.
I really should not have brought that up to Nostria. That was a fucking bad idea. I just put her on
No, I
edge.
think it was great. Azora just sort of looks at, repaired by shield, I guess. I mean, you're the expert on things.
Well, I mean, did you sleep
Stable,
well?
but yeah. I mean, Did you?
Yeah. I woke myself up early so I could.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, take care. Look after Aegis.
I'm
You
glad. That's very good of you.
All right. Do you have a? You been feeling all right?
And yeah, Azora does look at Nostria a bit like, slightly perplexed, but just, I mean, yeah, I didn't get, I was unscathed in there, nothing really happened to me. It was all, Aegis got by far the worst of it.
Right. You're gonna head back in there?
Probably. We need to talk about it more, but probably. And hey, I'll be fine if you're worried about me.
Okay.
I promised you I'd be okay, right? And
Yeah, you did.
Right.
You did.
And I came back okay.
Yeah, you did. Just uh, look after yourself.